You're rocking with the voice of Town View. We put our spin on trending topics and school news. Thought-provoking, insightful, we speak the truth. We do it for all ages, not just for the youth. Listen close, you might learn something. Or laugh so hard, you split your side or something. Live stream a podcast. Whenever you tune in, it's sure to be a blast. Let's be honest, you don't want to miss that. Content so real, you gonna want to run it back. We keep you entertained while making an impact. Want foreign announcements? Well, this is not that. Sports, pop, culture, political. Whatever you like, we got you covered, bro. It's a movement more than just a show. It's KSBM Radio.
Come closer to the music.
Broadcasting live from Marvin E. Robinson School of Business and Management, Dallas, Texas.
My radio station.
We are KSBM Radio, the voice of Townview.
Welcome back, KSB viewers. This is KG, your favorite radio host, and we're coming back to you guys with another KSBM Radio podcast.
Yeah.
This is your favorite radio host, KG, along with his other favorite radio host,
KB.
Nemo.
Jody.
And to start off today's podcast, we're going to talk about our little intro section. It's about 5 minutes, but we're going to talk to you guys about how we effortlessly won a film competition.
Easy.
Effortlessly won something in a film competition.
Yeah.
We didn't go in there believing that we would get anything, but we went in there and did
SBM
something.
was there, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sweeped. We cleared the place
Well,
out.
we technically didn't
No,
sweep.
we didn't sweep.
But we walked away effortlessly winning third place.
Honestly.
Homage to Homer's team and my team, but also
Homer is crazy.
everybody else's team. Winning most authentic. And we won, I think, combined $750 for hopefully our dinner, which nobody agrees on anymore.
And KG's team, they won the most authentic, right?
One
Their
most
award,
authentic.
like
and
award, it was like a
it's like a little Oscar.
Oscar.
So we won. We
First
brought home
Oscar?
2 Oscars.
Okay.
Brought home 2 Oscars. So hopefully there's more to come. But yeah, we just went in there and, kind of did it. So I don't think any of you guys went. They were on here.
I couldn't go.
I mean, the experience was like kind of crazy. It was just
I
nothing but
wish
white
I
people.
could have gone.
It's nothing but white people. It was at SMU, but it was like really, really fun.
If they were giving out free shirts, I would have gone. But
Girl.
Sure. They gave out free food, like free snacks and stuff. That was pretty cool.
What was the snacks though?
Oh, it was just like
Crackers.
and cheese
That's disgusting.
and like
Ew.
cookies
I'd
and
cry.
stuff. I mean, like.
Nah, but
It wasn't nothing like extravagant. I mean, it was cool though. Like it was nice. It was nice. And then they even had just an area where you could like take pictures and all that with the little Oscars and all that. Then it said like film festival. Like I think it was like year 8 or something like that. It was really really nice. And then they had you ask questions and all that. I know on my personal Instagram I posted a picture of me like speaking on the panel. So they had everybody kind of do that. So it was pretty cool. So I mean, it was pretty. Yeah. Yeah, I wish somebody got the other ones. But anyway.
How was the filming process for you guys? Because I know we were all on different teams. Like, how?
I'm not gonna lie, my team, we finished recording in like 2 days. We messed up like a lot of times. Our acting, we're not actors. We never said we were actors.
But
we never claimed.
it's not the point.
Yeah, we never claimed to be actors.
Let me add, we were all finalists.
Yeah.
So we all got in there.
almost
So
sweet.
we were
For real, though.
on the ballot. We filled up 3
We
of
were
the
actually
12
really
spots.
shocked. I thought KG's team was actually gonna like win the whole thing.
Yeah, we.
Theirs
but
was
then-
really good.
But then we
Theirs
saw
was
like
really
the competition. It was, yeah, nah, they had better.
They got
stuff
lucky.
than
They
us.
got lucky. We had to give them
We
a
got lucky.
spotlight
I
moment.
don't know how
What do
we
you
got
mean?
third.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Nah, because if you saw the work that me and Homer put into this film,
Wow.
you
He didn't even
know,
mention KB. That's wild.
Because she was hating on us since day one.
Nobody was
since
hating
day
on you.
one. When we were coming up with the topic or the
No,
video
I
idea,
was helping
she
you
was
out.
like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? What's the idea? Oh my god! Like, get it done, please."
Dang, that's great. So
But I took my time
You're not getting your
and
split.
effort.
Not playing.
helper, she's gonna pay $275. I'm kidding. So, I mean, the experience for at least for my team was pretty fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. It was great because we even had a teacher come and do it. We had Mr. Briones do it he acted as a AG's father in the movie, and then we also had I think another person from health act as a doctor. But we had a lot of fun. It took a lot of days. I think it took like 2-3 weeks. I'm lying. It's like 2. It's
like
like 2 weeks for us to record the whole thing, and it's gonna be like 30, 45 minutes to edit it. But it was still like
Yeah, we're just that good. We're just that good. You wouldn't know because you didn't do it. But yeah, it didn't take that
guys,
like
we
that.
all went to the finals. That's all that matters. We had a finalist appearance.
Y'all are
That's
in
all
the
that
same
matters.
team. What are y'all doing?
Yes. Why are you trying to argue with me?
Y'all
We're a
won.
nice team.
Point
You were
blank.
just on.
Y'all won money.
That come on, $750 in total in the class. We made $750 in terms of the class.
Good.
Like that's crazy. But going on to our actually, is there anything coming up recently, or in the next coming month or so? Because I know we have like a
Seniors, make sure to remember that. Okay, cap and gowns. They're coming. I believe
April 20th.
April 20th,
Look at me with the
Man.
dates.
or is it April 23rd? They'll
20th.
Jostins. How you say it?
Jostins.
They'll be down in the
21?
comments, and you're gonna pick up your cap and
20th.
gowns.
Woo!
It's
Fine.
getting
20th.
close, guys.
April 20th.
I am not coming back to Dallas.
I got it.
I'm retiring from coming to Dallas. When I'm going there, I'm staying there.
I'm making Dallas my city.
Oh,
What?
I'm my
At
city.
PB?
Yeah.
I'm be in the streets.
I'm leaving.
Videography.
I'm leaving. No,
photography.
one way.
I'm not coming back to Dallas.
I'm ruling
I'm
the
not
city.
coming back to Dallas. There's nothing
All
for me.
right. Well,
my
we have to
city.
wrap up.
Well, we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna go into our hot topic because AG is rushing us.
Yeah, party
FYI,
pooper.
production always does this, so
Party
we can't
pooper.
shine like the rock stars we are.
Yeah.
But we're gonna
Party
segue into our hot topic. We'll be right back.
pooper.
Dropping it, dropping it. Let's go. Dropping it.
Here's another hot topic to discuss. Live on KSBM Radio, the voice of Townview.
Welcome back, KSB viewers. This is your favorite radio host, KG, along with his other favorite radio host.
KB.
Nemo.
Jody.
Did she not say that?
I
Dramatic.
said
pause.
KB.
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
No, she took forever.
That kind of took a long time. Anyway,
It's an
so
artistic choice.
we're gonna segue into our hot topic where we talk about controversial things that are happening in our everyday lives, and just making things that are thought provoking for you, the viewer, to think like, "Dang, that was speaking." But we're gonna get into the topic of today, and today's topic is minority communities and their hatred for the healthcare system or healthcare in general, or just going to the doctor. I can remember the last time my father went up and was like, "I'm gonna go to the doctor today." He never did that.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I think we only go when we're actually sick.
Dying.
Or
Yes.
yeah.
On deathbed, you're like,
We only go when
I think I need
we're
to go
about to
to the
die. That's about it.
I got like 2 days left. I think it's time.
I think it's time to go to the doctor.
Go to the doctor.
This could have been treated like 6 months ago.
Honestly.
But I mean, like, I know not get too personal, but to ask you guys, what do you guys think is the reason why a lot of minority communities stray away from the hospital or the doctor or just getting a checkup, just a normal little checkup?
I'd say some people don't have health care,
Just a couple.
which is also hard. Because, I mean, if you go for a checkup, you're still paying money to get checked. And some, depending on what doctor you go to, it could cost a lot or minimal. And some people can't pay that amount. So they just decide not to go.
Yeah. What about you, Nemo?
It's the government, bro. They're trying to get rid of this one by one, and
Yeah.
that's why we shouldn't go.
Facts.
I'm gonna come back to that.
Don't go. Don't
No,
go to
I
the
think
doctor.
it's they don't believe like in the healthcare. It's like too expensive. I mean, when they were kids, like they wouldn't go to the doctor. Like they wouldn't.
Home remedies.
Yeah.
There's also some discrimination, like you can in the healthcare
There is.
area. So it's hard, especially if like let's say black people don't get the same treatment as white people or like higher up, like majority.
Yeah, and piggybacking off what KB said, it's important to bring that up is because there's one thing that if you look or read anything that's dealing with the history of healthcare, one prominent thing, well, two to three prominent things is you have like this Tuskegee incident. There was literally a stigma where people, so African American women, when delivering a child, they thought that African Americans could withstand more pain. It's not the case. And that kind of like, sometimes doctors would be more reckless or wouldn't use anesthesia, little things like that. But we'll come back to that.
Or they won't like suggest certain things they would give somebody else with pregnancy or just in general. Like,
Yeah. So I feel like we should cover everything you guys said in terms of the first question was very, very like thought provoking. We're gonna come back to each one and we're gonna tackle each one. The one thing that KB mentioned was healthcare and the paying of getting health. And you know, people haven't made the argument like, oh, we have free education, but we also
We don't have free health.
I mean, free education. Yeah. Yeah.
Not free.
We don't have free education, but we have free education, but we don't have
Do
free
we
healthcare.
really though? Do we really?
I mean, after
Topic for
like
another podcast.
that's true. No, but after we graduate high school, obviously like for education is not free unless you get a scholarship. So there is like, I mean, education's kind of free. But I'm saying we give away free education, but we don't have free healthcare, and that's kind of like something that has been brought up. So, question: do you guys believe, and why do you guys believe that money is the biggest issue when it comes to healthcare?
Because you gotta pay for that stuff. It's like if you don't have the insurance or whatever, you gotta like
Pay out of pocket.
yeah.
And it's not something cheap. Like everything's costly for medicine right now.
And
Like
then,
even
like,
a checkup is like more than like what, $80?
Yeah, you have to like pay to get. Oh yeah, you're good. Open your
Yeah.
tongue. That's it.
And
That's it.
checkups
You are
like
okay. $500.
so yeah.
Exactly, just to sit no.
And in the
I
more
need
sick
something
you
to
are,
be
the more
wrong
okay.
with me in order
Yes.
to like actually.
I hate going to checkups because they make me sit there, wait for the doctor for like 20 minutes.
Just to
She
say I'm
comes
okay.
in, she's like, okay, you're fine, you can leave. Like, no.
I
and
mean,
then
it's a
need to
yearly
pay, like,
checkup.
$80. Like,
It's a yearly checkup. They're just making sure there's nothing.
yeah, but like,
I
I know
haven't gone to a
nothing's wrong
yearly
with
checkup
me.
in
Why do I need to go?
years.
Like, come on. Like what?
Yes.
I feel fine. I'm good.
I can diagnose
Like
myself.
I could,
Yeah, honestly.
I could do that myself. I'm like, oh, I'm good.
And speaking of doing stuff yourself, we have things like Nemo mentioned. We have home remedies, like things that we just kind of like.
My parents are
Ginger
suckers
ale.
for home.
We got ginger
Ginger
ale, vapor rub.
Oh, yeah.
Like dog,
Yeah.
if you
Chicken
were
noodle
sick-
soup.
Chicken noodle
Yes.
soup, dog. If you were sick, just that's it, and you're good.
Oh, it helps
Go to
so
sleep
much.
Back.
and go to sleep. That's it. That's all we have
Take
to
some
do.
cough medicine. You're
Headaches
done.
with the egg. I don't know. Does your mom do that?
Do what?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Do what?
Yeah,
Do
okay.
what?
Yeah, and
'Cause,
then
like, if
they
you-
crack
okay.
it in the cup.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh,
little
okay,
superstition.
yeah.
Like if someone's like super jealous of you, and basically like they want to be you so bad that you get a migraine.
Yeah.
And like your parents like they can like okay, at least mine because I don't know if there's like an actual what's it called? What's the word? Procedure to it. But they like rub an egg all over your head and then they crack it in a glass of water,
Yeah.
and then the egg will like fog up.
And if it floats, I think it means like there's someone.
yeah, that like
like,
really wants to be you.
Yeah. That
As in,
doesn't
like,
like
they're
it. And
jealous
if
of
it
you.
sinks,
I'm gonna try that.
and
Anyway.
if it sinks, it's like normal.
And I had a friend one time years ago that they said that their egg came out black.
Maybe that was just
They're lying.
right. Yeah.
No, you never know because magic could be real. Anyways, anyways.
How does that have to do?
Continue,
Wait, how does
Okay.
that have to do with?
Home remedies.
Oh,
But yeah, there's
How to
like
clear a headache.
okay, but what are like for the serious ones that are using home remedies as but for the ones that are using home remedies as an excuse to not go to the like doctor, is that like an issue? Like, a matter of fact, better question: what are the cons and the pros and cons of like home remedies? Let's just talk about that.
I think for at least my parents, they like want to keep what they put into their body like natural, and not like have like medicines and like whatever drugs like.
I'll take
injected
something
to
real
like,
quick. I'm not
keep
gonna lie
them
to you.
like healthy.
Nothing.
If that makes sense. So I think that's something that like most people want to do. They don't want to like have some weird like fluid that they like don't know anything about, but it'll supposedly make them feel better, put into their body.
And we'll come back to that because you bring up an interesting point that segues into something we'll talk about. But what about you, Jody?
It's like it's traditions like passed down from generation to generation. It's like always worked. So why would they stop and go to the doctor just when they can fix it at their house?
Yeah, and save money.
Easily.
Just like yeah.
What you, KB?
In my household, if it like say I'm sick or whatever, if it lasts more than 2 days, then I'll go to the doctor.
So
They'll
No,
Nah,
my mom
2
don't
days.
believe in that.
Gotta be
I
sick
had
for
a
a
fever
week.
one time. She didn't come to school.
I had COVID for 2 weeks and we didn't go to the doctor. I was like, what?
Oh yeah, I never went to the doctor.
2 weeks? That was the worst 2 weeks of my life.
okay.
Anyway.
When I had COVID, bro, it hit me like a truck for the first 2 days, and then, like the next few, like I was just like, oh, I have a cold. It felt like I had a cold.
Oh, must be nice. But going back to what you were talking about, bringing in natural things into your body, a lot of people have a lot of speculation, and anti-vax was like a really big thing for a long time. People did not. They were like, "You're not gonna put that in there because my child's gonna come out." You know, and I'm like,
Deformed
oh,
or
something like that. And I believe, actually, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. But I feel like, that. I mean, that's a lot. That's really valid for people because there are incidents like we mentioned the Tuskegee incident, and the Tuskegee incident was when they took a bunch of African American, African American soldiers, and they injected syphilis into them. Well, I think it's syphilis and experimented on them and see what happened. And I know for me personally, I've heard that story a million times because growing up, I know for me at least, my family heritage and like the background of they don't like the doctor. And what's ironic is that another point I'm bringing up. What's ironic is a lot of minority communities work in the medical field.
I know.
But they don't go to the doctor.
So that really says something about
There's
like,
way
the
more.
medical
There's
field.
way more like people of color in the
Medical field.
So I don't know why they would.
They know something.
They know something.
I could see how back then they didn't like to go to the doctor because they knew, oh, I'm not gonna get the same treatment. But now we have where you can have a doctor that's the same skin tone as you or same color as you or whatever. So I don't know.
Yeah. And I do feel like having like a doctor that looks like me does kind of make me feel a little bit safer. But for the fact that once again, personal. My father working in the medical field, he works in dialysis, but he does not want to go to the dentist, doesn't want to go to the doctor. I'm like, dog, what? You work? I've told him this a million times. I'm like, yo, you work in the medical field. What do you know that we don't? Like, you don't want to go to the doctor. You don't want to get a checkup. You don't want to go to the doctor. You don't want to go to the dentist, but you work in the medical field. That just doesn't, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Like, I don't know who said it, but they know. I feel like they know something that we don't.
Like
And
what?
Like, I don't know. I don't work in the
I'm
medical
just
field.
saying,
It's
like-
oh yeah, like let me put up a list. No,
Like
but
maybe something's not really safe. Maybe.
yeah.
Also, one reason I think people don't like going to the doctor, especially when you start giving you medication, is that medication you have to take pretty much all your life. And I know some people like it more natural than constantly having to take meds just to keep you alive. That I feel like that's what doctors do, just to it's like, oh, refill,
Yeah.
and it's gonna keep you alive, so you have to take it.
Also,
A money grab.
Magic Johnson had AIDS like 50,000 times and got cured every single time. I'm sorry, but there's no way that, like, I'm talking about what she was talking about, like the fact that they're profiting off of you or whenever y'all said it. I feel like the medical field is just trying to keep you alive. They're not trying to cure you because then they'll lose money, but they'll keep you alive. I'm starting to think that's kind of what's going on. That's just speculation, nothing true. But I'm just saying that, I don't know, that's what I believe. Because I feel like there's a cure for like the common things that we kind of like experience on a
It's the
daily
government,
basis.
bro. They're
Yeah.
trying to, like,
I'm not gonna say it's the
make
government
money.
because that's a little.
Trying to make money off of
But
us.
I'm just saying that's like, I don't know. What do y'all think?
No, yeah. Have y'all heard like, oh, there's like someone had to find the cure for cancer already, but I feel like the government killed them.
Yeah,
Have y'all
didn't
heard
hear
that?
No,
about
there's
the
this
guy who made
African-
a car that runs off water.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
I think she was African, or if she was a black woman, but they said she came up with some type of cure for cancer.
But
It's just kind of.
But they're trying to keep it silent. 'cause
Yeah.
Yeah, because the money, bro. They want money.
speculation. Yeah, I feel like, and just going back to like, aside from the government, but I do believe that like insurance companies actually perfect example. Insurance companies are really hard to get to when it's like in times of
Yeah.
crisis. I remember that there's. Okay, I'm not gonna say I remember. There's times in history where insurance companies, at least like once again personal, my father is called insurance company and they haven't responded or they kind of suck at responding, or they say that you can't do your transaction, blah blah blah. But then we can, but now it's like double this. The price of insulin has went up so
Crazy
it's so much money. And personally, my father being diabetic, he has to pay triple what he was paying like 10 years ago. And it's like, what's going on? And it isn't. I don't feel like it's like a shortage of it. They just understand that people kind of need it, and that's where a lot of like, if you go into like, if you go into a person's house that's on medication or that's getting up there in age, you see like they have a pill drawer.
Yeah.
And that pill drawer, I'm gonna be honest,
That take like 5 a day.
it's like a down payment on a car. Just to that whole pill, like that whole pill thing is a down payment on a car, or like sometimes even a mortgage if you really think about it. And they have to pay that. They have to get that every single time they run out. Like that's, I don't know. For me, I feel like that's another reason why minority communities kind of shy away from it, because they understand that they're paying a lot of money just to stay alive, not cure what's going on. And what do you guys think, aside from like the financials a part of it? Like, why do you think people say the medical field is trying to keep you alive instead of just curing whatever you have? Or does it all circle back to money, and why?
I think they don't get caught up in like a cycle. Sorry. In the way that they don't want to be reliant on medication, because if they're reliant on medication, then they got to buy the medication, and whenever they run out, buy it again, and that becomes
That kind of goes back with
a
money.
financial cycle where they got to
Yeah.
keep on paying it.
But what's the benefit for the companies?
They get money, like just money and money and money. Oh, you're dying? Here's some pills.
Yeah.
$5.
And people
Or
would,
more.
they'll take people for granted, like, and so
Yeah.
people will just buy it because they hear, oh, it'll help with this.
'Cause, like, no one really knows.
Have you seen those medications on like
The
commercials?
advertisements?
Oh,
Dog,
yeah.
They'll
They be
tell
like,
you.
they-
They'll
and-
tell you like mesothelioma will what is
Cure,
it?
and
They'll
then-
cure everything, but it leads to stroke, heart disease,
Because they say that part so
lung failure,
fast.
death, and I'm like,
Do you see how
nobody
fast they say
hears
that
it.
part?
In the commercial,
And they put
like,
in the
people are
littlest
so
like
happy
they put in like the
also.
littlest
They're
print. It's crazy. Like they're
like,
like
it could
playing,
lead to this. Your appendix could buzz. Your bladder could explode. Like,
and they're like playing basketball.
I know.
I'm like, yo, and they put in the smallest like font at the bottom because nobody reads it. It's like the terms and conditions. Nobody reads the terms and conditions. We talked about this last podcast.
do
Nobody
you think
reads
people
it.
actually like
No.
tried those medications out that are seen
Oh,
on
I'm pretty
TV?
If they're desperate enough,
Pretty
yeah,
sure, yeah.
probably.
Because they have like some really niche like diseases.
Yeah.
I like there's some stuff I've never even heard of. I'm like, wow, that exists. But you know, and then they have medication for it. But me, I don't read that. I don't read the fine print. I skip.
It'd be so messed up. I'm like, and they say it so fast, and you're like, oh, what was it?
Like really fast. And
Like
then-
here, it could help with this, but also you could also die.
and it's like that's what I'm trying to see. Maybe it's a cash grab because I don't think they
I
understand.
think it's
like
a cash grab.
they don't understand the seriousness of this. Why do y'all have people playing basketball and throwing a frisbee and being with their family? And
Or
you
they'll
marketing
be on
this?
the lake cooking.
And they're walking with like a grandchild.
I'm like, yo.
We've seen way too many of these.
Like the people that are in these like commercials, like I don't think they understand like dude, this could kill you. Like it's like okay, we're gonna come back to it. But I'm saying like what if like a cigarette ad was to make like something okay, they would make it like all happy and dandy and all that, like how they make the medication ads. I'm pretty sure they would get backlash for like cigarettes would get backlash for it.
Yeah.
Because medication can still kill you. Cigarettes can still kill you. But I'm not comparing the two. I mean, one can actually.
It would get backlash. Though.
So, you know.
Very controversial.
That's why they keep like cigarette commercials very like, simple.
Yeah, this is what
Not
it does.
too much.
Mm-hmm.
Low-key, I like the anti-vape commercials.
I like those.
Those are
Those are kind of like
You
the
reprogram
cinematics
people,
are kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the one where the guy just like has a bunch of metal behind him and then he says something and it
Oh
like, all
yeah,
turns into a
it's
big
like
monster?
a monster. Yeah, I've seen that
That one
one.
was dope. Anyways, sorry, I got off topic.
What the one that was like, okay, we'll go back to we'll talk
Can
about that
bring nickel and lead to your lungs.
later. Yeah. But I personally feel like I feel like the biggest thing is there's a lot of like controversy around the communities and the medical field because like all the points we talked about, there's like home remedies. There's home remedies. There's there's medication that's expensive. Controversy in the medical field for doing heinous acts and crimes in the past. But do you guys see that one day maybe this opinion can switch, and what would have to happen for the opinion to switch on the medical field?
Also, I think because we don't go to the doctor as often, we die out faster. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It's a
No,
double-edged
I think
sword.
opposite. I think like if you don't inject yourself, no, like no, wait, vaccines are good. Like flu, yeah, but
If you
like
don't
if you
inject
don't need
yourself.
to take like pills, like just because you have like I guess like a fever, like you won't really die from it unless it's like really bad and you're like at the hospital. But I think that it's better not to like take unnecessary pills like vitamins. Like you just eat food with vitamins.
Just eat.
Yeah.
But you said, well, okay, you didn't agree.
No.
Why do you agree?
Agree with what?
With wait, what?
Like your body will adapt to like
Yeah.
it will adapt.
Okay, let's be
Like, you
honest.
don't
Yeah,
need
but-
medication.
okay. With vaccines,
Well,
it's kind of like this is
Vaccines, yeah, I
controversial.
agree. Like you
'Cause-
need
Yeah.
but like
Because they're
other
injecting you
medication?
with like with the flu, they're giving a little bit of it, but it's also not like
make
the
you
full.
yeah,
immune.
'cause
So
it's
your
helping
body
your
isn't.
like protect itself.
It's a double-edged sword.
But it's really like
it's like
it's
you gotta
maybe
go when
like
you have to.
okay.
But if you don't got to, don't go.
Okay, maybe it's like not a double-edged sword, but it's more like a edged sword, but the hilt is kind of sharp. It's
Regular
not really
sword.
sharp. You know what I'm saying? No, it's a regular sword, but like when you grab it, it has like spikes on it and stuff. It's not
Yeah.
that bad, but it's
Okay.
bad. But in history, being old was like 40 because medication and healthcare wasn't kind of
Yeah,
like
people would die out quick.
people would die out pretty quickly.
They didn't have the stuff that they
But
needed.
I mean, like, cause look, if you got a cold back then, it was GG. You was done.
GG.
You was done. Like,
You had a good run.
yeah, you had to get around, man.
Well, yeah,
remembered.
because they weren't exposed to it. We are already exposed to
I mean,
it.
there was certain things that
There are
like,
certain things
there was
that-
certain- yeah.
Like smallpox, they weren't
Oh
exposed
no,
to it. They all died.
no, they got clapped with that.
But right now we have like a vaccine for
My
it.
bad. That ain't funny, but like,
They got aced, man.
yeah, GG's. But no, okay. But I do get your point though. I do understand the fact that taking unnecessary like things like vitamins.
Yeah.
I took Flintstone vitamins growing up. I don't know why I needed that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
I only take vitamin C, like the.
just drink orange juice.
Imagine.
Yes, I drink orange juice.
That's what I'm saying. Just drink orange juice.
Yeah, I drink orange juice.
I mean,
Actually, certain ones actually help. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
because if you're like sick and you drink orange juice, I mean, like, I don't know. Me personally, I was drinking orange juice when I was sick and I felt better. Don't know. But I'm saying I do get that. I do get why I waste unnecessary money on things like that. But there are, like KB was saying, you kind of live longer if you go to the doctor. If you look at a lot of people that aren't a POC, they kind of live a lot. They live pretty long.
I don't know.
Like, I've met a lot of like non-POC people, and they're like, they live to like they're 100 because they have excellent health care, or they go to the doctor. I mean, like, and if you, I've asked my grandmother who's lived to like 102, and she lived because she went to the doctor.
I don't know. My grandma, she's like in her 80s. No doctor. She is fine.
Dr. Pepper lady? The Dr.
She
Pepper
is
lady?
fine.
Oh yeah, Dr. Pepper Lady's
yeah,
perfect
she
example.
said
What?
take 3 a day, and that's what I've been
Oh,
doing.
yeah. Oh, yes, I saw that. The grandma was like drinking Coke every day.
And I
She
outlived
was
all of
fine.
them.
And
You
she
know what?
outlived
That's
almost
gonna be
all
me.
her
You know
friends.
what? That's perfect. That's a really like out there example, but I agree. Kind of, not really.
Okay,
My
we
opinion
gotta
didn't
wrap
change,
it
but we're
up.
gonna wrap this up and we're gonna go to our local and global news. We talk about everything that's
Go to a
happening in
doctor
our
on the
school,
extremes.
local, nationally, and worldwide. We'll be back.
Yo, what's up, KZN family? Currently enjoying the show? Well, don't leave us just yet. We'll be right back after this short break.
Breaking news, KSBM Radio. Our host will be right back with local and global news, so make sure to stay tuned.
Welcome back, KSB viewers. This is your favorite radio host, KG. I wear Afro every day. This is my favorite radio host lineup. There's more in the back, but introduce you guys.
I'm KB.
There's more in the back. I'm Nemo.
Jody.
And I'm sorry for that.
We're stocked up.
Yeah,
We're
we
stocked
got host on host on host, but they're doing the most in the back. Anyway,
Oh,
so we talk about local and global news, and then we talk about in school, local,
Personally,
state,
let
national,
that slide.
and even worldwide stuff. And we're gonna bring this to you guys right now. Jody's gonna introduce our first topic for today, and honestly, it's very heartbreaking. Do you
That
want to
was
go
clean,
into
though.
it?
Yes. Again, 6 killed, including 3 children in a Tennessee school shooting. A former student killed 3 children and 3 adults at a Christian elementary school in Nashville on Monday, armed with 2 assault weapons and a handgun after planning the massacre by drawing a detailed map and conducting surveillance of the building, police said.
You know what? To not get controversial, for what somebody said on Twitter, they said the school, and I'm not defending the school at all, but they were saying there was 2 sides. So 2 sides of the place. They were like, "This is wrong," and the school is wrong. Personally, that's still wrong to shoot up a school.
Why is the school wrong?
Yeah,
But
any school.
They were
It's
they were
very
saying that it was religious prosecution, not religious prosecution. What was it? It was like, okay, you know how some people don't go to the church because they had a really bad time growing up, so they don't never return. That's kind of what it was, and it was like, I think it was geared towards the LGBTQ community, and that's kind of why that happened. But still, again, you shouldn't shoot up a school because of it.
Yeah, because
That's
the
still
shooter
bad.
was a woman that identified
As a
as a
man.
male. Yeah.
So, okay, there's multiple sides to this, and this can be very touchy. But what do you guys think about just the situation in general?
I think it's messed up. I hate seeing school shootings. Like, me personally, that's my worst fear. Like, if I hear, like, a loud sound at school, like, I get scared. Like, no, it's bad.
Yeah.
No, it's, like, bad. Like, why would you...
And they've gotten
feel-
worse over time. School shootings,
Yeah.
and just in general, it makes people fear more of like, oh,
Like-
I had to go to school. And
And one thing I hate about the government is, like, so many school shootings have happened, they haven't done nothing.
Anything.
They just say, oh, I'm sorry. They say, our parents are with you. Like, make a change. Like, I get, like, not, like, abolishing guns, but, like, restriction at least.
yeah,
Jody for president.
Change.
I don't know.
Yeah, my vote.
You got my vote.
We'll campaign
I'm not a
for you.
political person. I just...
It
it's
just spits the
something
most
I-
political bar of all time.
Yeah.
What
Like,
do you think? Oh, yeah. Give me-
I can say all over the world, or especially Great Britain, they see us as, oh, we have guns, we shoot up schools.
Yeah.
And I hate that Americans have that, like,
We have that reputation of
reputation.
having,
Yeah.
Because I know everywhere else, you see how many school shootings we have a year, or just thinking. You could talk about something after this topic, but U.S. is ranked like #1 in endangerment when it comes to like
Yeah.
schools and firearms. That is nothing we should be hyping about, Mr.
I
Nemo.
was being sarcastic.
Oh.
He's like, we're number
As in-
one.
No. But seriously, like, this is an issue. Like,
Yeah.
and we talked about this multiple times on the podcast. We're still #1 in this, and this isn't a good thing to be #1 in. There's like, come on, I'd rather us be #1 in like Olympic sports than be #1 in school shootings.
But we're not.
We're not.
We're
We're
not
not.
good
We're
at
not winning
sports.
anything good.
No, just everything bad in terms of like I understand that we have one of the most, and we're okay. When people hear America, they think of America.
Merc.
But you know what's crazy? We have one of the biggest homeless populations in the world. In terms of we have one of the worst economies in the world. Even though, but we have the best military. Quote unquote. No, we don't. We don't have the best military sometimes. There's little things that we don't understand about even America. We're not the best. We are not the best. Though.
We got the best mentality though.
Yeah, we
Oh,
make
yeah.
it
Oh,
seem-
yeah.
Because we think
We're
the best.
patriotic, but that don't mean nothing when it comes down to things like this.
True.
So I personally feel like Jody was talking about, there's got to be some type of reform. But when you think of reform, what do you guys think would have to happen for this to be limited?
I think we've done a lot, just in general, trying to either restrict like the age where you could get a gun. Now it's just Congress, and they have older people, and just like scoot them out the way.
Because
Yeah.
instead of restricting, I saw that they passed a bill where it's like, oh, you can like carry,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't need a practice, you don't need train or like
Or a license.
or a license
For
or,
certain
like a
guns, you
permit
don't
for
need a
it.
license.
You can just carry it.
Yeah.
with-
You can have, what is it?
Like, I don't understand the mindset.
Yeah, it's like you see all the banners happen, you're like, oh yeah, no, let's pass it so everyone can have one.
That's a big thing. There was a conversation. I was watching this YouTube video. There was a conversation between two. There was y'all don't know who Hasanabi? If y'all do, you do? Cool. So there was a guy that was just like him that was interviewing somebody that was a policymaker. And they were talking about the epidemic of school shootings. And when they were talking about the epidemic of school shootings, they were mentioning what could you do to stop things like that. Because we have homeland security issues that are in our homeland that's coming from our own people. What do we do to fix this? His answer was guns. He said more guns equals more protection. But that doesn't make sense. You have an issue with guns, so just fix that instead of adding more. Yeah. That's like adding more fuel to the fire. If the fire is going on okay, say for instance, you're pouring the cup, it's full, but it keeps dripping. What are you gonna do? You're gonna empty it, right? No. You just keep pouring? That doesn't make sense, right?
It's gonna sit.
Exactly. So personally, I feel like there has to be some type of form. And going back to what you're talking about, licensing and all that, we are ranked #1 in the world for having the worst police training there is.
Oh, I believe that.
No.
I'm not even surprised.
But this isn't even like attacking police in general. This is not attacking police. This is just attacking a policy. Because it takes like 6 to 8 months to be a trained police officer. But everywhere else, it takes 2 to 3 years. And special training certificate.
You need experience before you actually go out and
because they understand
in the field.
Yeah, because they understand that going into the field is like life or death. But here you can just get your badge and your gun right out of high school. All you need is a diploma. That's all you really need. And GED if you need to get that too. I mean, 2 years of community college, you'll go into like law enforcement. You'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Being a police officer is not hard, but a lot of people that are in this kind of thing are just people that, I'm not going to stereotype police officers, but I'm saying like most people, and they have a stigma of like, even with the army people, with soldiers, they're like the people that got bullied or people that don't feel like they're like represented, so they want to take it on other people. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of like what happens. But
like
then again,
they are people that went through something traumatic early on in life, and they get this like role of authority. Then they go through like a power trip. And that's when it gets to, like, the things you see on social media.
But then that power trip doesn't directly that power trip doesn't really get used in the right place, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, for example, school shootings. We ask for police intervention, but there's no police intervention. Mm-hmm. Like, when we talk about there was a shooting not a long time ago, it was actually a couple months ago. Police were waiting to go inside the school.
Oh, I was about to talk about that.
They're waiting to go inside the school.
Yes.
It was
like the only one thing that came out good from the shooting, which is not even supposed to be good, is that they took less time. They took 15 minutes. Like
they shot.
Yeah, it was fast.
Down.
I saw the video on Twitter. They posted it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all saw it?
I saw it.
You saw it. They were fast with it. Uvalde, they took more than an hour.
They
right?
took them more than an hour to enter the school.
And they were in the school, but they didn't do nothing.
But you guys are supposed to be the first defense, which doesn't make sense.
And I don't know. These police officers, like,
need to be held accountable.
They were ready. There was 3 of them. They went in.
Oh yeah, and they
had like more than 10.
And they were all scared to go in.
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense. And I see a lot of people they were arguing. Oh no, I see. No, like this. This is what happens when you like push somebody into the corner. Okay. No. You shouldn't immediately decide, okay, I'm going to go shoot up a school. No, that's not what you should do. But
I wonder why they take it out on schools.
Okay.
Is it just like
white kids?
Yeah.
That's what I don't get.
I'm just speculating. But maybe it's like
kids are precious. Either that, I mean, I don't know.
I get like at her school.
Because people are like harassing her, teachers harassing her. Because I'm not gonna lie, the school system is kind of messed up sometimes. Like,
but the people in it depends.
Because I remember there was a video going around. There was I think it was like the superintendent of like another ISD, like somewhere around the world, but around the nation. And this guy walked in and was talking about bullying. I think the topic was bullying, and he was like, "You're the one that stuck my head in the toilet a long time ago." And the guy, you know what video I'm talking about? Yeah, the town hall meeting. And he was like, what?
He was like giving this whole speech, and like they like seemed uninterested, and he was like, "Oh, that's funny because you're the one who like stuck my head in like a toilet, some like I don't know what."
Yeah.
And like the whole room just went quiet.
And he was
super awkward.
Exactly. So okay, I'm not gonna say this is a school system issue. I mean, it could be, but then again, it's also like still down to the individual. Still down to the individual at the end of the day. This is wrong, and it's also wrong the fact that the first responders aren't responding first, and it's kind of like, so I don't like talking about these topics, but it's important to highlight the fact that we need some type of reform in this, starting with training and background checks
Just like
and gun licensing.
better people, because like,
And more.
we're expecting you to go in first. We're like, why aren't you?
Yeah, it's like
Especially if you signed up for it. Like,
yeah. People are seeing it as a miracle. Like, oh yes, they got there so fast. That's their job.
Yeah.
Which is sad. Like, I'm glad they got in there in time. Well,
like,
not in,
not
really
in time, but
yeah.
like,
But they
Got
shot
their
her
s-
down. Shot
Yeah.
him down.
but you know, I believe further reform. There should be a longer time. Okay, there should be there should be, like we were all like we were all agreeing with. There should be different like certifications and licensing that you need before you get a gun. It's pretty easy to get it. That's the American way. I mean, it's in the amendment. I mean, it's one of the
Even a
one of the
kid
amendments,
had
so.
a gun and shot the teacher.
Oh, yeah.
3 of them.
And
3 teachers. It was 3 students and 3 teachers.
no, I think
No.
are you
Or
talking
something
about
like
the
that.
kid who killed a.
The recent one, no?
no, a kid didn't kill.
No, he had a gun.
He shot the teacher. Luckily, she lived, but she was making sure all her other kids were safe because, and it was like a 5-year-old.
Yeah, it was in elementary school. Which
I
is
see.
wild. It was like his parents' gun, right?
Yeah.
That's,
A lot of stuff needs to change.
And did y'all see that the little girl that died, sadly, she was risking her life to pull the fire alarm to like alert others, and she died doing that. It's sad.
It is. And what's even worse is in transition to the next thing, what's even worse, well, actually, I don't think there's something. No, they're both equally pretty bad. Republicans are plotting to defund the IRS and help billionaires and ultra wealthy tax cheats. Continue the funding for big pharma as well as increasing the price for prescription drugs, something we just talked about. Using the big lie to increase the Republican vote and defund the FBI and Department of Justice. And those are some of the things that they were speculating on social media, but it's also in the news, that Republicans are trying to pass bills to help millionaires, more money circulating into the economy for the 1%. And that's kind of crazy. What do you guys think?
How is it helping us as a whole?
They don't think about it.
They're helping
Exactly.
themselves.
yeah.
They want like.
Because you know what? I've heard somebody, and they brought up a good point. They were like, people that are in a higher position, when it affects, okay, perfect example. They were like, they have money for issues that help them. But when it comes to issues that benefit others, they don't have money to give.
Yeah.
And that's kind of something we see that everywhere. And now that it's starting to be a policy, like it's legit now a policy, it's kind of like people are seeing this and they're not doing anything about it. And it's kind of like, it's mind-boggling. But defunding the IRS is crazy. Why do y'all think, okay, I feel like I know why,
Can they
but like,
do
what do you,
that?
I don't
think they can.
But then again,
No, the IRS is IRS.
but why do you guys think they're trying to defund the IRS?
Like you said, put more money into like
The 1% bank account?
or like to circulate it. Because if they have more money in their own bank accounts, that's the more money they're gonna invest. Because like no billionaire is just gonna keep their money. They're gonna want to make their money make money. So they're gonna invest it into other companies in like probably the US.
Buy the Mona Lisa. Buy the Mona Lisa, and then put it as a tax write-off, and then donate it. Make money off of that way. That's a little like, non-criminal feeling way to do it.
That's very tax cheats is crazy.
Tax cheats is crazy because
You're not paying your taxes. Okay.
And there was also, and going back to that, there was also a interview. There was an interview with, I know Donald Trump was talking. Donald Trump was talking about how the 1% don't want to change tax policies because they benefit from those tax policies just like how he did. They were mentioning, oh, you benefited from these tax policies. You didn't have to pay tax, blah, 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 blah. And they were like, then change it. Change the policy. And it's something that's even deeply rooted, not just Republican, but also Democrat. It was like, just the terms of taxing the rich was just something that they don't want to do because the rich people will lose money if they start changing tax policies because they're not paying taxes.
Yeah, but
I know, but then it's
Have
exactly.
money to pay taxes.
And that's what that's what the 99% are like, though. You could just pay taxes, bro. You
Yeah.
make a lot of money. Just pay taxes.
You still have a lot left. I
Just
don't know.
goes to show how greedy the U.S. is.
People say the U.S. is like amazing. It is in certain aspects, but we're not the best.
Not many aspects.
Not many.
Certain
Not many.
aspects.
But overall, and we talked about the funding for big pharma as well as like increasing pricing of like of medicine. But
That's just to put more money in the economy. It's like you're dying by medicine. You buy medicine, more money to the businesses. And it's just a cycle.
that's all it is. It's just a cycle. Like,
U.S. is a business.
it's capitalism. We live in a capitalistic. We're an economy full of capitalists. Like if you can capitalize on something, you're gonna do it. It's like
Like
opportunity.
they don't care.
Oh yeah,
who
no,
gets
I don't
affected.
care. It's just as long as I have an extra like billion in my like.
That's
As
why
long as
we,
I have extra
as
billion
a
from-
generation, have to make change.
Vote no.
I mean,
Yeah, go vote. Well, actually, like for real, like y'all go vote.
Yeah.
Get these people out of the office.
If you didn't register, to
And
vote.
if not, then let's just wait for them to retire of old age because they're
They're
all
not
up there.
no, because
Or hopefully they. Well, actually, no, I'm not gonna put that out there. But
I just-
they're getting up there. I'm just gonna say that.
just gonna say
They're
that they
getting
don't
up
have
there.
that much mileage on them.
I just
Yeah,
feel
they
like
are.
things are gonna change like in the next.
Yeah, look, I'm
decade
getting
or
that
so.
feeling. I'm getting that feeling that in the next few years, things are gonna change drastically.
Hopefully, let's
Hopefully.
pray.
We'll see.
Let's pray. Let's pray. But only we can make the change.
Yeah, only you
The people.
can make the change.
Also,
Find it within yourself.
Did you guys register
Yeah.
to vote?
Bro,
not-
you ain't 18.
I'm not old enough.
You ain't 18 either. Imagine.
why is that funny to you?
I'm just.
But I'll vote for the 2024 election.
As you should.
Yeah. I get to vote for the president.
Dang it! I have
Yeah,
to
me
re-register
too.
because I'm not gonna be in Houston. That's gonna suck. Okay, but yeah. So
Find it within yourself to bring change, not only within yourself, but to the people's lives around you. So therefore, when everyone does that, we change the world to be a better place.
including policies, please change policies.
Yes, please change
I went to Walmart to get something and
Please.
somebody had a gun to their hip. What an extended clip. I don't understand why that was like needed. I'm just saying. Since we're
man.
like
birds.
no.
Like when you get out, it's like, oh, dumb birds.
But we're running low on time. Okay. So production, AG in production wants us to finish this up because she's always wants to do that. I'm kidding. But seriously, there's a lot of things that we need to change as people. We are the next generation of doers. We're the trailblazers of this next generation.
Do you think it will change? Because their family members, whoever's like dying out.
We are our own sword and shield.
I know, but you still have like that family line that's going to probably try to continue what they did.
Yeah, but I feel like more people will like come together.
Yeah, we have to change the states.
And speaking of changing, we're going to change into the next topic, where sports and entertainment will be back with everything that's going on in the entertainment world. We'll be talking about Becky G and extra, things that Jody's really interested in. But we'll be right back with sports and entertainment.
This is KSBN Radio Sports and Entertainment section coming up, where we bring you the latest sports and the most entertainment going on around the world. So sit back and enjoy.
Welcome back, KSBN viewers. This is KG from the KSBN Radio. What's your favorite radio host?
I'm Nemo. Oh, I'm Nemo.
Jody.
Well, we talk about sports and entertainment, which concern people that are famous and people that aren't nameless. And we're gonna be. That was lame. That was lame. So we're gonna talk about what Jody was talking about when we were talking about planning this. I talked about 3 times. Wait, you want to introduce that one? Jody?
Sadly.
Becky
Becky
G
G and her
fanatic.
fiance Sebastian Leggett. After rumors surfaced online accusing the soccer star 30 of being unfaithful. He shared a statement, "Really, I've been hidden from everyone around me. Over the last several weeks during the moment, I deeply regret a 10-minute lapse in judgment resulted in an extortion plot." The statement shared to his Instagram on March 27 read in part, "Since the person did not get what they want, it has now become a public social media spectacle filled with more lies than any truth and false posts aimed at the love of my life. The one person I should never take for granted or put at risk, nothing that it has been the loudest alarm of their life." He said, and he also said, it's crazy. I commit myself to mental wellness program to work on the parts of me that deeply need healing.
Beat.
What? Oh.
What?
For
First,
real.
he cheated. He got caught. If he didn't get caught, he wouldn't do nothing. No apology.
The
He
fact
got
that they
caught
put
at
it
the
on
club.
Instagram, I don't understand why celebrities have to put it on Instagram.
It's giving middle schooler vibes. Apologizing.
It's giving what?
Middle schooler vibes.
Dog.
He got
like-
caught in
Like
the
putting your
club.
business on Instagram.
You get paid. to put
Especially
your
in a
business on there.
caption. In a caption.
And you sat there and wrote that essay.
In a
I'm
caption.
not reading all that. No, I'm kidding.
What was the picture of the post?
It was just bad.
Bruh, you could at least put it in the post itself instead of the caption.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Because
How
like
do you
when
feel
Johnny
about
Depp did it, he had like a whole post. And
But-
like in the post, it was like,
How do you feel about it, Jody?
I thought he was the one for Becky G. They've been together for 7 years.
Dang.
Bro, they
7
like
years.
on social
Crazy.
media, they were like the perfect couple. But that's social media.
That
I
shit
get
very
it. But like
cool.
7 years,
Yeah,
that
that's
means
it.
something. They got engaged like 2 months ago.
bruh.
He couldn't
Wait,
take
if
it.
it was 2 months ago and he's cheating now, just like,
Imagine
Oh, yeah,
like.
She
imagine.
saved herself.
Yeah.
Because I know Becky G more richer than him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
as you
Yeah.
should.
For sure.
And lately, I think it was this week or last week, she went to iHeartRadio and she got an award. No ring on her finger.
That's real.
No ring. So
Not really.
that means something.
That's messed up. 7 years of you wasted your time with this guy.
I'd be in jail.
Got
I'd be-
engaged,
I'm kidding.
I'd be in
and then
jail.
it broke off, like because you were cheating.
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
be
she
jail.
still hasn't deleted their posts together or said anything, but she took the ring off. So hopefully that means they're not together no more. Because I can't forgive him. Will she? Who knows?
Same thing with dog Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. Dog.
That's been gone. Didn't she break up with her new little boo?
I feel bad for that.
What's his name?
I don't know. It don't matter though. She did my boy wrong. But I'm saying the idea of having your relationship go public as a celebrity is kind of OD. Like,
Most
cause
celebrities don't stay together
Like, keep
that
it
long.
private, but
and keep y'all drama private too.
yeah.
It's like
Chrisean Rock and,
Zendaya
and
Blueface?
Blueface is crazy.
oh, that was crazy.
That is crazy.
Like,
Oh,
did you see what she
she
like?
is scary.
I have no idea what's happening.
Ain't no one winning.
You don't know who
Someone fill me in.
Krishan is?
You know who Blueface is?
I've heard of them.
Blueface.
Oh my, never mind.
Blueface.
Nah,
baby.
fill me in.
Yeah. You know that one?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so. By the way, have y'all seen what she looks like prior to Blueface?
Yeah.
Dog,
Yeah,
she was
I was
perfect.
like,
She was in track, right?
She was in track and she was on like
She
American
was-
Ninja Warrior. It was wild.
Yeah, she was-
Then she gets with him, and then it just it's crazy.
Well, basically, they're in a relationship and they're like abusive towards each other. Really toxic.
they
It's
were
bad.
both. I think definitely both of
They're
them.
both.
Kind of off the wall.
They like both hit each other.
Yeah.
They be bleeding. She's in a reality TV show. She fights.
Mm-hmm.
Girl.
Completely,
Oh my-
completely different person when like the fame hit. It was wild. But oh yeah, no, you got it.
She can rock you.
Like,
It'll be a knockout real quick.
Like she
Yeah.
beats a guy.
Like-
Oh, y'all saw that video where she was deadlifting?
oh yeah, she
What was it?
She
It was like
400.
400 on the first try. I'm like, no.
Bro, light word.
No, bro.
No, I'm playing. I could never. One day, hopefully.
Not one day, bro. She will beat you.
Dog.
Bro,
Hey man.
she should be in like MMA or something.
That's why I low-key thought she was in before everything else. But
She got hand.
hey man,
Anyway,
I want to see some celebrities do MMA. I feel like it'd be fun.
they do that already with YouTube
No.
and what's my god?
No, like YouTubers doing MMA. I feel like that'd be funny.
They do that.
They box.
Oh,
They don't do MMA.
No, they.
I want to see them do like flying knee kicks, bro. Not knee kicks, but like like.
Yeah, I want to see like. I want to see that. That would be cool, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Do you believe that? Do you believe social media is good for relationships?
No.
No.
For celebrities.
No, especially celebrities.
No.
'Cause
Why do you say
everyone's
especially
gonna-
celebrities?
Everyone's gonna instigate something, be like, "Oh, remember when they said this? Remember doing like that?"
Yeah.
And then it's like it's just to put self doubt in the other person's like respective significant other. So it's just like not good for the relationship because it's gonna cause self doubt if they're like already like a self doubting person. Ooh. lay it down. The
Yeah, I
list.
don't really know much about that.
I don't.
That's
I
the
don't.
one that set him up.
Who?
I'm talking. No, wrong one. That's what I'm right? Yeah, that's the one that set him up.
Set who
Young
up?
Dolph's ex set him up. Same thing with P&B Rock. Dog, y'all need to like.
I know P&B
I just
Rock,
listened
but
to
Anyway, I'm saying like
so Young Dolph's ex set him up to what?
to get killed.
Oh.
And Dolph's not alive. Okay, I think he.
New
Okay,
information
we
coming.
have Mike in the background. Oh, never mind. P&B Rock, yeah. Same, but I mean, like they both are sadly passed away. But I'm saying, just in general, we have like the really, 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 really bad side of your relationship being on social media because like the bad stuff that happen. But what about like?
I think it's just hard. Like even if you are trying to keep a relationship private, still like you have paparazzi and people that's gonna find out you're in a. You know, a good relationship that has been like kept quiet is Zendaya and what's his
Tom
name?
Holland?
Tom Holland.
Yeah, like
they're together,
public but private.
They're very private. Like you see nothing.
Like that's how every
Also-
relationship is supposed to be.
Blake Lively and what's his her husband?
Who?
Blake Lively.
the country guy.
Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Oh,
Bruh.
I'm gonna be like,
I think they're like the perfect.
what did he have like LeBron James and Savannah James?
Chef's kiss.
LeBron James and Savannah, like if you think about it, like
Oh.
LeBron's never in like a cheating scandal, but he plays with her in cheating scandals, and like his wife is very like loyal to him, and he's very loyal to his wife. Like that's kind of crazy.
I mean, they have a family, no? Like,
Yeah.
That didn't stop Carmelo Anthony.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was a little aggressive. That didn't stop Carmelo Anthony, dude, and like everybody else that LeBron played with. It's kind of
Understandable.
wild.
Not understandable in the way that they did it. It was more like
I know. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But then, like, you're like Tony Parker. If y'all know who Tony Parker is,
No.
you kind of like, oh, you okay? I'm gonna tell you what he did. So he cheated. Okay, he messed around with his teammate's wife. Like I'm telling you, and it got
That's too
public.
close.
And it got
That's too
public.
close.
And
I'd
that's
be
two.
in
Those
jail.
two relations. Like, come on, dog. Like that's
I'd be in jail.
that's a little OD. Like I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like I rather like we all just said. We gave really good examples of like public but private relationships, and that kind of needs to stay like that. Oh, what?
For sure.
So I mean, like, yeah. But I do believe that. Yeah, no, that's kind of wild. What Becky G had to go through. She didn't deserve that.
No,
She didn't deserve that.
she did not.
I was also gonna ask, do you believe that this kind of like affects the economics of like, okay, for example, like if an artist,
situation of
like, okay, do you feel like this affects like sales, for example? Like, say for
sales?
instance, no,
They're
not-
gonna
Oh, well, I mean,
skyrocket.
yeah, sure, yeah.
She's gonna drop a new album.
Oh,
I'm trying to hear that.
Taylor Swift did that. Taylor Swift does that all the time.
Didn't she?
She gets a new man. She gets a new man. They don't work out. She makes an album about them and blows up.
Yeah.
I know.
That's the reality of it.
Most songwriters.
Personally, okay, not like it ever happened, but I would not be with someone that does that.
As a singer.
It's like, how you gonna profit off like?
I mean, like
our
that-
failed
Or
You're an
what was it?
artist.
The Weeknd at his show, he put the voicemail of who? Bella Hadid, right?
But what did it say?
It was like, I miss you or something like that. That is why
kinda
your
OD.
ex airing your voicemail to like thousands of people at a stadium
Or like what? What's
for his
what's
intro of his
name?
song. Like, bro, come on.
Or like what Ariana Grande did to Pete Davidson on the magazine.
Didn't
of,
she
like,
made it like a song?
Yeah, she
That-
named everyone.
like
was like,
she talked
"Thinking
about
them," or
yeah.
something like
But I think that one was like more heartfelt. But she went on like the cover of Vogue magazine and like blasted Pete Davidson, saying like she only dated him because like she was dealing with Mac. She was dealing with Mac.
Oh yeah, I saw
Like that was OD.
Oh yeah. Then he said it was like, oh, I'm fine that I was her rebound. He was like, no hard feelings. You said
Didn't he do like a comedy?
Yeah, he did like a whole comedy show. He was like, if I went on the cover of Vogue magazine and painted myself and spray painted myself black and went on Vogue magazine and started bashing my ex, my career would be over tomorrow. It's kind of true, because like that's I don't know. I feel like people I feel like people putting their relationship business out there is good for sales, but also bad for the other person. Like
Yeah,
if
like,
you're,
just be mature and
please just be mature.
It ended. It's over. You don't have to like air out your ex's business. But also, if they did you dirty, then go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Just it's dark. It's like airing out.
That's what I do.
It's like airing
Like
out.
what
dirty
Shakira did with her
What's she
song.
do? Don't look at me like
No,
what
we
Shakira
don't.
did.
We don't.
I listened to like 2 Shakira
You
songs my
know?
whole life.
You know PK, right?
Sure.
Soccer player, ex-husband.
No. Okay.
He cheated on her.
Uh huh.
It's crazy.
And she
At
dropped
the
her
same
name.
house. At the same house. You know how she found out?
Mm-hmm.
From her favorite, I think, jam. Because she knew none of her family liked it. So when she saw it was like left, she was like, what is happening? That's how she found out he was cheating.
Because somebody
What do
else
you
bought her
mean?
this. What? Oh wait, one of her songs was like she found, but nobody.
Yeah,
she
her
was
most recent song was like dissing him.
Mm-hmm.
It blew up. Like she even name dropped him and her.
That's crazy.
How do y'all not know Shakira?
Okay, I don't.
Oh yeah.
Jam?
Yeah, there's jam that she eats.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was.
The mistress ate some of it.
She ate some of it, and that's how she found out.
Well, let's just be honest,
Smart.
guys. Let's just be honest. People gotta be mature, even
Yeah.
when you have $1 million and you're over the
mature.
age of 25, and it's okay. Not really, but
Be
it is.
faithful.
It will be. Be faithful. Be loyal.
Yes.
Just like how you guys are loyal to us, watching us every single day. Even the people
Gaslight,
that do watch
gatekeep,
us.
girl boss.
Okay.
But just don't gaslight.
Don't gaslight. We don't
Yeah,
condone
don't-
that.
we
We're
don't
not gonna gaslight you into
condone
watching this
manipulating.
podcast, but we
Yeah.
are gonna gaslight.
Oh.
We are gonna gaslight you into following our social medias in the
Yeah,
block. If you
yeah,
don't follow
yeah,
us,
yeah,
you're a bad person.
Honestly.
Just kidding. We love every single one of you guys. Follow us on the social
For every
medias right
person
here.
that
You know where to
doesn't
follow. Jesus Christ! Do you want to keep talking?
Puppy never gets adopted.
Anyway, we're gonna gaslight you into following our social medias because if you don't, you're a bad person. I'm just kidding. We're right here below. You can follow it.
I'm so funny. Thank you.
You can follow us on Twitch because you're already watching us on Twitch, and you're gonna be on every single social media reposting this and sharing this. Like this, sub, subscribe, do all that. I said sub twice. Share it to your family, share it to your grandmother, to your
Gift a
dog. Gift a sub, and we will see you guys in the next show. This has been KG from the KSVN Radio with his favorite radio host,
KB.
Nemo.
Jody.
and we will see you guys in the next show.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to KSBM Radio.